He scrolled through his phone at midnight. Another friend had launched a startup. His neighbor had gotten promoted. An old classmate was traveling the world. Success stories flooded his feed, each one a reminder of his own ordinariness. 28 years old, same job, same apartment, same life. While others climbed, he remained flat. Average grades, average salary, average everything. The thought consumed him. If I'm not special by now, I never will be. He wondered if he should stop trying. His grandfather called. Come, I need your eyes on something. In the workshop, dust danced in slanted sunlight. The old man stood before a granite block, chisel and hammer in weathered hands. Around him lay sculptures of breathtaking beauty. A dancer, mid-leap. A face holding profound wisdom. Children frozen in stone laughter. How long does this one take? The boy asked. 2 years, perhaps, the grandfather replied, running his hand along the rough stone. The boy pointed to another sculpture nearby, nearly complete. And this one? 15 months. The boy grew serious. He thought for a minute, then spoke quietly. That's so long. The grandfather looked at him and smiled knowingly. Come here, son. Let's sit. They sat on worn wooden stools, surrounded by stone and silence. When I was your age, I also felt the weight of time, the grandfather began. I was always anxious, always counting. One eye fixed on the destination, the masterpiece I dreamed of. The other eye darting to the path, searching for shortcuts, for proof I was heading somewhere. I became so obsessed with perfection that I destroyed 5 sculptures. They didn't match my vision, so I broke them into pieces. He paused, remembering the pain. That day, I decided I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. The boy listened intently. My teacher found me sitting among those broken stones. He looked at me with concern and asked, "What troubles you?" I told him everything, how I felt like a failure, how perfection eluded me, how I couldn't continue. The grandfather's voice softened. He sat beside me, right there on the floor. Then he said something that changed my life. Do you know one truth? Dreams fade. Motivation dies like embers in the wind. The only thing that survives is love for the craft. That's when he taught me the Shokunin way, a Japanese philosophy of the true craftsman. It means living in devotion to your craft. When the work becomes who you are, not something you do. That understanding became the heart of everything I did in my sculptures. The workshop grew quiet, except for distant birdsong filtering through the windows. He continued, when you obsess about perfection, you make the path impossible to walk. You stumble because you're not watching where you're stepping. One step at a time, one strike at a time. Learn from each moment. Feel each texture. Understand each mistake. Be so immersed in the journey that you transform into the goal. The grandfather picked up his chisel, turning it in his hands. Those words saved me. I fell in love with the stone itself. The boy stood up, something fundamental shifting inside him. He smiled, not with excitement, but with quiet certainty. Yes, he said. Now I understand. The boy left the workshop carrying more than wisdom. He carried the practice of Shokunin, a way of being. Each day became about learning, improving, doing everything necessary to master his craft. Weeks turned into months. Others saw nothing at first, but internally, he was transforming. Not waiting anymore, not comparing, simply working, learning, becoming. When people asked his secret, he shared what had been passed down. I stopped chasing the goal. I fell in love with the journey. I focused on learning and doing whatever it takes. And somewhere in that immersion, I became what I was meant to become. In a world obsessed with destinations and overnight success, the deepest insight remains hidden in plain sight. Achievement comes not from chasing goals, but from becoming so immersed in the journey that you transform into the goal itself. You're paralyzed by the gap between where you are and where you want to be. One eye on the destination, one eye on the path you stumble on every step. Obsession with perfection makes progress impossible. Commitment to the journey, truly experiencing it, learning from it, doing everything it takes transforms you into what you seek. The goal isn't something you chase, it's something you become. Take both eyes off the destination. Place them fully on the journey. Focus on learning, mastering, one day at a time. Let each effort compound and snowball into your becoming. When the journey becomes fulfilling in itself, transformation is inevitable. The sculptor's teacher knew this. The sculptor proved it over 50 years, 1,000 strikes a day, driven not by dreams of mastery, but by passion. Shokunin for the stone. Now it's your turn. Not to chase what you want to become, but to become it through complete immersion in the path itself. Are you willing to embark on this transformative journey?